Hello everyone and welcome back to Routine. In the previous episode we got stuck on the elevator boss. Turns out it was a button that was on the wall that I just didn't happen to see. We were making our rounds. It sounds like we're being chased by some creature now, which I believe is the same creature that's been causing all of these problems. I don't know exactly where I'm supposed to be going next, so we need to be finding out. Now there were the TVs. Archive inactive, archive reboot. Okay. Was archive back here? The archives. Is that this thing? Okay, so that is this thing. Begin reboot. An emergency ecography of the canal must be performed. This requires level 3 security access. If you lack clearance, report to the founder in the annex station. Okay. We got a diary here now. This is Callie. I'm leaving this message for any remaining... Why do they put all this stuff in red? That's kind of weird. Maybe it looks easier to read than any other color. Anyway, I'm leaving this message for any remaining members of Prism still inside the station. We are trapped in the ward. Oops. The surface airlock requires security level 2 to open, but Mason is the only one with access, and he's locked himself inside the vestibule in fear of contamination and exposure to Entity A. So Entity A is the creature. He's encrypted the restroom side entrance with a strange keypad system protected by a hidden code. I managed to confiscate his code diagram and supporting photos. I've secured them in my locker. The pin is 3897. If you're reading this, decipher Mason's code and retrieve his ID. It's our only chance to upgrade our security clearance and return to the annex. The founder needs us. So 3897, that's got to be that locker that's in the other one, near where the one terminal is. So let's see what this is. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what that was showing. 1984, the Prism Institute. Okay, and then double check again on my thing. It is the 3897 code. Right, 3897 it is, alright. Okay, so these are all blue now. Now, I know that we had a creature chasing us. I don't know to what extent it will travel. I definitely hear it. Oh, that's it. Need to figure out where it travels to. Wait, why can't I see it? Why am I able to see it? Please do not look down here. Why was I able to see it? Okay, so we have some like weird sound effects when it's near. Please don't come here. Okay, a picture of the tree. Remember left to right and a bunch of symbols. Getting a picture. Okay, 2 ropes. And the copying machine. Okay, I think I know where those are. Okay, so the first one was the tree. Guessing I have to do something with this. There's a circle there. Okay, let me check my symbols and see if that's an icon. So we do. Plain circle, that was in the top row, the third one. So we have circle. Marking it on my notes. Got circle. And then I know there's the one in the one room where the bathroom is. I don't hear it currently. Is this the one? I remember seeing these things in the picture. This is the spot, right? I need to see the pictures again. Let me get the one that's in like the bathroom. It's one that's like right here. So that's a diamond with points. I don't hear the creature anymore. So diamond with points. Maybe that's in the reception room? And in the area with 2 hoses. Is the creature not following us anymore? Or it's really far away. What happened to us getting the night vision in these tunnels? Maybe it wasn't in here? Okay, well that looks to be it. Oh, it's these things, not those things. So we have an upside down triangle. Okay, now we gotta figure out 2 water hoses. I didn't hear it, so I think I'm free to roam about the cabin again. So let's see how far I can go. Maybe when I open the locker, it left. That's not the right module to check for it, but I don't hear it walking. Let me go in this room and see if I can hear it. Okay, I don't hear it at all. Hoping there's not like an audio bug. Okay, okay, we got these things right here. Is that it? Like a weird V and an upside down V? Okay, so we got a weird V, upside down V. Okay. Remember left to right. So is this going to be 9? Eight. 1 4? Is it 9814? Remember left to right. It's definitely still alive. Okay, I will hide right here. Maybe when it flips, the sides actually switch to... So maybe it wasn't 9814. Could be 1. So not 9814, 9814, which is not correct. Wait, how did I get 9184? Should have been 9084. 9084? Did I type that incorrectly? Or it could be 1 0 or 1 1 0 9 0 1 0 9 0. Maybe it's 1090 based off of my code chart. I think that was it. I think I just ran into it. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm dead. It was camping in the corner. I thought I wasn't supposed to be able to see it. I hear it, but he stopped moving. Okay, so he went by. Ch1090 also not the code? I'm assuming he won't come this way. Don't you dare come in here. Maybe I've got the order of the codes wrong. No one's there. Maybe I don't? Why is my music getting all distorted? Sorry, just trying to figure out my code. So is it... There were like columns. Did I ever have two in the same column? Oh, I wrote down the code, or I was looking at the wrong code because I was looking at a triangle and not the upside down triangle. So upside down triangle could actually be 7. So it could be 7, 0, 1, 0. Could be 7010. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't follow me back here. What is this? Enter user ID.
This is Dr. Weber, clinical psychologist. Today is the 19th of February, 1979. 1846 LTC. I've been compelled to implement a 3-stage process to help mitigate this delirium. The first stage is the re-entry chamber, a mandatory step for any personnel returning directly from the canal, though regrettably not all exhibit the requisite discipline. The second stage, which I regard as the most critical, is the anchor. I've repurposed a hall within the Commons to repeatedly present footage of a hollyhock in bloom. Repeatedly watching it grow seems to have a noticeable calming effect, a basic yet apparently necessary comfort. The final step, designated the alignment procedure, is situated within the vestibule. This procedure is reserved for those in advanced states of psychological decline, producing a perceived mental and somatic reset. I shall continue to monitor the effectiveness of each stage. At present, however, these steps seem to be helping to a degree.
Okay, so we got that. We're looking on the ammo. Guess I did use some of it, so let me grab one of these. Optical, auditory. We got some water. I can't crouch in the water. Begin the optical tests in room 1. Okay. Well, that's really blurry. I guess I already failed the optical test. May need some glasses. Okay, so they started spinning in almost like a spiral. Two of them are really shrinking down. How many of the shapes exhibited counterclockwise rotations? I'm guessing those are the ones that shrunk down. Oh my goodness, they're so difficult to see. I think it's 3. That was getting weird. What did you see? None, apple, hand, well, circular, so I'm gonna go with ball. Auditory tests. What are they gonna do? Have stuff scream at me now? Soundproof room. Resonated? I mean, that's the only one that sounded like a creature. What? How did the sound make you feel? Peaceful, unsettled, or agitated? I have 2 options here, unchanged or unsettled. I'm not sure which. I mean, I was already unsettled, right? So if I was unsettled already, and then I remained unsettled, I would assume that's unchanged. You can now start the final process of the alignment process. Okay. Guess that would drain the basin. What's this? 8955. Okay, so that must be the ID that we were looking for. There'd be no way, right? The creature would come back here? Use interface module to upgrade to security level 2. Cool. Diary, the tapes. The others can't see or hear it, but I can feel it. The message is clear. We must be cleansed before we enter the canal. There is time, but we must start the cleansing process now. There are too many contaminants to keep track of. This area has to remain isolated and clean. It must. I can't keep restarting the process. I won't be fully cleansed in time. I think someone else was in here maybe. While I was sleeping, did I let them in? I can't remember. I need to protect this space. Some sort of failsafe code for only my waking self to understand. They're leaving, entering the canal. How can I join them if I'm not clean? One more bath. James, are you okay? Judith. Concerned about James. He started to spend a lot of time in the vestibule recently, and now he's locked himself in there. He isn't responding to anybody, and Polly can't override the code. We used to do puzzles together at downtime when we were in mission training. I'll see if I can take a few guesses at figuring out the code, but I'll need your help if we do get the door open. I'm not sure of his mental state. Are you free in the next hour? Sure thing, I'll meet you at your terminal. Family, for all of our safety, the base is on lockdown and travel to the moon surface is not permitted. As long as you're not exhibiting signs of illness, you are free to go anywhere within the base except for the areas designated for quarantine. Please remain distant as much as possible and feel free to reach out to me via email. Okay, so I think that's all I've got here. So I've got level 2. The first place that came to mind for level 2 entry was that elevator. Oh my god. He was right there behind me. He sounds like he's right in the reception room. This time we're going up, okay. Because level 3 is the ecology, and then there's the path. Is he here too? Or is he upstairs? It sounds like he's here.
To each and every member of PRISM. For your tireless work, your dedication, and your remarkable foresight. I suspect those back home are utterly unprepared for what we shall find. Once the ward is operational, our real work begins, and I look forward to it with great anticipation.
Okay. I can hear it walking still. Just making sure that nothing's gonna run up in front of me. I'm assuming Entity A is in the base. Okay, we are at Chapter 5. Where am I supposed to be going? I'm under the impression I'm supposed to be following these markers. Sun's very bright this time of day. Hoping the creature's not back out here. Man, I still can't believe that when I came out of that one thing, it was like right there behind me. That is crazy. Is it here too? Got some really long strides. Okay, currently I don't hear a creature. There's like some eerie sound. Something significant is happening in the canal. The archive terminal indicates that an emergency echography must be performed. However, I cannot proceed without first upgrading my interface module to level 3. To do that, I need to reach the annex station and locate the Founder's terminal. The canal. Any new media? Oh wait, this is just gonna have all the media that I've already found. Wait, what? Isn't this the same area? I'm so confused. No, it's... okay, I see that door. Where's all that water coming from? Main wing. We have those plants here. Symptoms. Day 1, headaches, sinus pressure, ice pick headaches, tinnitus, fullness in ears. Also day 1, eye strain, photophobia, blurry vision, floater, some instances of subconjunctival hemorrhage. Day 5, insomnia, trouble sleeping, sleep paralysis, disturbances during hypnagogic or hypnopompic states, high cortisol levels. Day 7, cognitive decline, visual manifestations, visual and auditory hallucinations, confusion, brain fog, dissociative memory loss. Day 30, difficulty breathing, cough, low-grade asthma, low oxygen blood levels. Do I hear the footsteps of the creature? Day 45, dehydration, gaunt appearance, unable to intake nutrients by mouth, constricted veins, difficult to detect for needle insertion, deep amber-colored urine. Day 60, just straight-up death. Cardiac arrest after succumbing to symptoms. Day 61, fruiting bodies, development of a fungal growth on the back of the tongue observed during algor mortis? Algor mortis? Positive cryptococcal test. Alright. It's pretty crazy, the symptoms and how quickly they progress. You're pretty much dead in 2 months. I can't go that way. I can't go that way. Whose brain is this? It's gotta be John, right?
We came so far. Further than anyone would have expected. This place is proof of our will, our Soon the canal will speak.
Hi Ken, the automated sensor and decontamination is malfunctioning. It can identify contaminants, but it cannot communicate the chemical formula necessary to sanitize. Until I can get it fixed, we can work around it by manually entering in chemical formula. I'll put up a sign to inform the rest of the crew that use the main control lab. Okay. Woke up in the past again, missing chunks of time. I feel like I need to be somewhere. It's like waking up from a dream I can't remember. And that voice, my voice, together. Okay. Go ahead and take one, I suppose. Please don't tell me I'll see this thing climbing around this now. Overflow is at 100% capacity. Cistern is at 100% capacity. Okay. They're giving me a lot of gunshots for a place that doesn't have anything here. So I need a terminal code. Oh my god. Oh, that gave me a nice jump scare. I was not prepared for that, but does that mean he's here now? He went to the side. I don't hear footsteps, but I hear the weird music. The music's going away, so he's got to be here traveling somewhere. Ch5.5. I discovered something in the arbor. It is a large animal that does not appear to be alive. I think this is what some of the others saw. You must go and see. Then we need to get to the main control lab. I went back to the arbor to save as much of the fluids from the dissection as possible, but I had to let most of it soak into the soil. I wish circumstances were more jovial, but I am grateful to be able to share this moment with you, Maria. This is an absolute marvel, a native being of the moon. Hello, team. Whoops. There is potential illness going around until we know more. STIP is in effect. Report at the first sign of any symptoms. Isolate if feeling ill. Wipe down surfaces frequently. Wear provided mask. Visit the lab for cultures to be taken. One of us doctors will always be at the main control lab, so stop by at any time. A sleeping area will be set up for you in a designated isolation zone, and your meals will be delivered for the length of your isolation period. Kim will be conducting recurring surface swabs and used air filter testing. Bio will handle pre-incinerator wastewater analysis. Engineering will be replacing all air filters with high-efficiency particulate air filters over the next 48 hours. Reach out to the medical team with any questions. Thank you. Ooh, we got an executable. Please terminate the program. So the creature followed me all the way here. I figured I was going to be getting chased by something. We must be making it to that room at some point. Why is it so blurry, though? Guess I don't want you to have any spoilers. What's on this? It's another keypad to another room like this. Oh, it circles around? No, that can't be it. That has to be a different one. Oh no, we went through a... Some really distorted music. Please don't tell me I'll come back here. Please go past. Okay, I think I'm good. I don't think it's gonna come back here. Okay. I don't hear him. Gotta make sure that I also can't be seen. Okay, he should be crossing back. I need to see what that computer is, but I can't yet. I'm assuming it's not coming back here. I just don't know where it's at particularly. Don't tell me I heard that. Oh, did it see me? I'm so dead. Oh, here it goes. I'm dead. Man. All that because I wanted to read some diary entries. Good thing I saved. Just don't know what point it's. I hear you whining. Sounds like he's in here though. I see him toes. How'd I get lucky and he wasn't in here last time? I don't know if I can get under that desk. Please don't turn around. Let me guess, this is the room I need to go in, huh? Or maybe he does all the rooms. So I don't know if he heard because that bucket fell over. I think I need to go where he's currently at. Wait, what? Please don't come this way. Okay, see a crawl space. Can we? Whatever. It's not gonna be in here, is it? That'd be kind of crazy. I'm under the impression this is safe. What does it say? Active compounds for EL-9. Copper ions. Unstable if exposed to strong acids or too much chloride. Best in mildly acidic environments. Silver ions. Highly compatible. EDTA can bind silver ions too tightly. Peracetic acid would destroy copper ions too quickly. A potent oxidizer even stronger than peroxide. Phenol can reduce copper strength. Hydrogen peroxide works well with. And EDTA. Chlorhexidine provides a long-lasting solution, does not synergize well with H2O2. Okay, compound, so that is the copper ions. Let's see, pH range. What are we doing here? They're about to have us do some chemistry. Choosing a base for EL-9. Water content improves penetration into porous surfaces. Water alone doesn't work for copper. Hydrogen peroxide. Isopropyl alcohol. This is a very effective base. Helps dissolve cell membranes, making pathogens more vulnerable to copper and peroxide. Risk of residue. Keeps citric acid from clumping or separating. Keeps copper ions suspended and spread out evenly. Can degrade hydrogen peroxide. Compatible with EDTA. Doesn't assist copper ions. No big advantage over IPA. And we have another note here. Stabilizers. So, okay, so it's the base plus actives plus stabilizer, which is on this cart here. Right, base of active 1, active 2, stabilizer. It looks like active 1, they're talking about using the copper. I feel like this is all going to be relevant here in a second. So stabilizers can boost chlorhexadine's strength, could destroy our solution to acidic. Sodium bicarbonate could disrupt peroxide, helps pH levels copper stay active. Good at cleaning up stray metals that would weaken phenol. Can weaken when in a lot of alcohol such as ethanol. Stabilizes metals and protects H2O2. A good stabilizer, but could make the solution more viscous than we want. Does this say PVP? Oh yeah. Polyvinyl pyrrolidone can retain and slow down the release of silver ions. Sodium chloride can balance chlorhexidine or lose strength fast, breaks down H2O2, and ions can accelerate decomposition too much. Okay, so oh, we actually have to pick these. Well, this should be the copper ions automatically. Base. I think we need isopropyl. We need either the isopropyl alcohol or the propylene glycol. I'm thinking isopropyl alcohol because we want it to make it more vulnerable. And then they're saying the copper ions. So now we need active 2. We're doing copper. So we need to probably put it with an acid because it says it works best in mildly acidic environments. Highly compatible. EDTA can bind silver ions too tightly, would destroy copper ions too quickly, Okay, okay. So the acid's not gonna work because it would destroy too quickly. As we can see here, it's written in red. So I would assume that we probably want something that has no red and probably more of like these green or blues. Right? Is that what our hints are? Let me check the other one. Okay, so I selected isopropyl alcohol, but I do see that's the only one that has greens. So that means with this one, it should be hydrogen peroxide for the second active. And then is this one going to be the PvP? We didn't use silver though, did we? We didn't pick silver. Stabilizes metals. Good at cleaning up stray metals that would weaken phenol. Can weaken in a lot of... Okay, I mean, I guess technically that one is green too because we're not using ethanol. I think one of the ones that we picked said that we didn't want to choose it in acid. Could disrupt peroxide, so it can't be sodium bicarbonate. We're not using ethanol, so technically that's double greens. We don't want the bottom one because it breaks down the copper ions. And it can't be PvP because we're not using the silver ions, right? Silver ions were an option. Silver ions. Nope, wrong place. This is... I'm just selecting one. Yeah, we're not using silver ions. So the one I would want would probably be the EDTA. Okay, the vegetation's going away. Does that mean that I won? That's not opening on me, is it? Compounds 100% accepted. Effective formula assigned to decontamination chamber. Main control laboratory is accessible. Alright, that's good. Alright everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to end this one here. I believe we're on track to at least do something. I think that we're going to flood the place, I guess, with these things that would take out the creature. Since it appears that that compound that we had made is supposed to take out the creature, but I'm also under the impression that we're supposed to be going back, potentially finding K at some point, because I thought K was still alive, but we haven't ran into K yet, so it seems like we're still the only human alive. But we'll just have to see how that goes. But alright everyone, thank you for tuning in. If you've enjoyed the series, would like to see more of the scary stuff, like and subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.